Welcome to Earth Beyond, Mysteries of the Universe, where we explore the terrifying question, what if our sun suddenly vanished today? Imagine a switch is flipped and our star disappears instantly. However, for the first 8 minutes, nothing on Earth would change. Photons take time to travel across space, so we would remain blissfully unaware, enjoying the warm sunlight that no longer exists. Gravity also travels at light speed, meaning Earth would continue orbiting an empty point in space for those same 8 minutes. Suddenly, the sky turns pitch black in an instant. No sunset, no twilight, just an immediate plunge into an endless night. Confusion would strike immediately as half the world plunges into darkness, while the night side sees the moon suddenly fade away. The moon shines by reflecting sunlight, so without the sun, our celestial neighbor becomes an invisible rock drifting in the dark. Within the very first hour, the temperature begins to plummet rapidly. The residual heat of the ground radiates into cold space. Photosynthesis stops immediately across the globe. Plants can no longer produce oxygen, marking the beginning of the end for botanical life. By the end of the first 24 hours, global panic ensues as humanity realizes this is not just an eclipse event. Within a week, the average global temperature drops below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Tropical jungles are now freezing into brittle, icy wastelands. Power grids begin to fail under the strain of extreme cold. Humanity must rely on burning fossil fuels for desperate warmth. The surface of the oceans begins to freeze over, creating a global ice sheet that eventually protects the deeper waters below. Shallow marine life dies off quickly, but deep ocean creatures living near geothermal vents barely notice the catastrophe occurring up above. Earth is now a rogue planet, flying in a straight line at 67,000 miles per hour into the unknown void. Most small plants have died. Large trees survive a bit longer due to stored sugar, but they are now frozen statues. With plants gone, the food chain collapses entirely. Herbivores starve or freeze, followed quickly by the predators that rely on them. The atmosphere changes as water vapor freezes and falls as snow. The air becomes incredibly dry, and the sky crystal clear. Humanity's only hope is to move underground. Governments retreat to deep bunkers powered by nuclear energy or geothermal heat sources. The surface becomes uninhabitable for humans. Our great cities are now silent, frozen monuments standing tall against the eternal dark night. 1 year later, temperatures reach -100 degrees. The oceans are covered in ice sheets miles thick, insulating the depths. It gets so cold that the atmosphere itself begins to collapse. Carbon dioxide freezes out of the air, falling as dry ice. Eventually, nitrogen and oxygen turn into liquid rain. The air we breathe settles as a frozen layer on the surface. From space, Earth looks like a smooth white marble. The ice reflects the starlight, but there is no sun to reflect. Life persists only at the bottom of the ocean. Chemosynthetic organisms thrive near volcanic vents, completely independent of the sun's energy. Iceland might remain habitable longer than anywhere else. Its volcanic activity provides heat, allowing small pockets of humanity to survive briefly. Decades pass. The ruins of human civilization are buried under layers of frozen atmospheric gases and cosmic dust drifting through space. Without the sun's gravity to shepherd us, Earth is vulnerable to collisions with asteroids or comets drifting in the dark void. Our planet is now an interstellar spaceship. We drift past other stars, but the distances are too vast to find warmth. In millions of years, Earth might approach another star. Gravity could capture us, potentially melting the ice and restarting the cycle. However, the odds of a perfect capture are astronomical. It is more likely Earth will drift alone until the universe ends. Earth would eventually become colder than Pluto. We would be a frozen rock, much deadlier and more desolate than Mars is today. Microbes frozen in the ice could technically survive for eons. They would wait in suspended animation for a thaw that never comes. This thought experiment reminds us how vital the sun is. It is not just light, it is the engine of life. The sun acts as our anchor in the chaos of the galaxy. Without it, we are merely dust blowing in the wind. Every calorie of energy we consume ultimately came from the sun. It powers the winds, the rains, and the food we eat. Our existence is incredibly fragile. We hang suspended in a cold vacuum, protected only by the warmth of our average star. Fortunately, stars don't just disappear. Our sun has fuel for another 5 billion years before it expands into a giant. When that day comes, Earth will not freeze, it will be swallowed by fire, a very different but equally destructive fate. So, the next time you feel the warmth of the sun on your face, take a moment to truly appreciate it. We are children of the stars. The energy flowing through your veins right now is nothing more than captured starlight energy. From a freezing rogue planet to a thriving blue marble, the difference is simply the presence of that burning ball of gas. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more cosmic mysteries. What hypothetical scenario should we explore next? Leave your wild ideas in the comments below, and we might make them reality. Thank you for watching Earth Beyond, Mysteries of the Universe. Keep looking up at the stars and stay curious about our world.